Hello there everybody, this is Grant, my son is the Collector 75. Welcome back to another Transformers review. Right, for this one, this is going to be my last bloody classics Seeker mould jet review. I really don't want to buy anymore. There's only one set that I could possibly contemplate buying, but I probably will never get it, unless it goes down in price on KO Toys website, and that's the Acid Storm Seeker jet moulds. But I probably won't be getting them. I mean, I did contemplate it once, but I think they were about $60 or $70, and I just couldn't be bothered to pay that much for another set of these figures. But I did get these guys. These were the chromed versions. These were originally like $50 each or something on their website, but they were in a sale and right down to $20. And maybe it's because they were down in sale is the reasons why I got these particular ones. Because believe me, they do have their problems. I'm going to start with the worst one. Let me just move this. This is the gold chromed Seeker jet. This is the sort of like the golden Lagoon one, because obviously it's in that metallic yellow gold paint in that episode from the G1 cartoon when he comes out of the golden Lagoon, basically. Anyway, it should be nice and bright coloured, because I do have a gold chrome Jazz, an authentic e-hobby release, and the gold chrome is nice, but this is really, really dull. I don't know if it's going to pick up how dull it's gone. It really looks like it's been left in an area where it's got lots of moisture, because I used to work at a tin plate and a silver plating factory a long time ago, and sometimes when you get an old pot that had been left, basically, and it got loads of moisture in it, it had been left for months and months and months, it would go all dull, and to get it back you couldn't like just rub it down, it would need repolishing. And I think that's what this guy needs. It's really not going to pick it out too well. Oh, there you go, you can sort of see it there. It's sort of shiny, but there's like a, I don't know, it's like a film over the top or something, but it's literally all over it. It does take it away a little bit, but from far away you're not going to notice it too much. It's not bad as Seeker jets go. It's not showing they missed a bit there, obviously. Rather, they've missed the other one, actually. It would look pretty cool. It's not bad. It does have problems which there we go, there's the problem I was going to say. Problems which, luckily, I can just, it will just stay on there. It comes to that in 1 second. Yeah, problems I knew I was going to have with this figure. And that is, of course, where it's been chromed, all the parts have been chromed. Because it's chrome paint, it builds out the plastic. So when you put it on a joint with a pivot point, it then tightens up that joint quite a lot. And so all these joints are tight. You're not going to get no fucking loose joints, which is good, but in a way it can be bad. Because when I was trying to transform this guy into robot mode, just to make sure how easy or hard it would be, I was transforming the head. And as you can see on this point here, I was trying to just bring this part down because it should end up back around there. And I shouldn't have forced it. I knew I was doing something silly, but I forced it and it did snap. Mainly because obviously with the chromed paint just in that area there, it's now too thick and it won't move freely enough. So you've got to be extra careful on all parts. But luckily it does stay on, and in robot mode I'll just put it to the side. But other than that, it's not too bad. The guns aren't too bad. They do fire, I think. It does. I'm not going to try it. Actually, yeah, let's try it. Why not? Hold on. I don't know if this will fire or not. No, it doesn't want to fire. No, it's a bit shit on these ones. Probably because of all the chrome. Oh, there we go. I've got one to fire. But then again, it is a knockoff. Anyway, right, so that's the gold one. We're going to put him back down there. We'll move on to this one. This one is, I think, was the Black Death Starscream or something like that. It's like a black chromed one. It doesn't do justice on this camera, I don't think. It does look really good. Again, it's got slight moisture on it or something, because it does look a little bit dulled. But it does look fabulous. I haven't transformed this one into robot mode yet. I will be transforming them in a minute for the next part of this review. So we'll find out then if I snap any bits off these ones. But I've got to be a bit careful. But he does look really, really good. I like this one. Not as much as the one I'm going to show you next. This one is just the silver chromed, and this one is really, really shiny. This one didn't have any problems with the moisture for some reason. I was quite lucky on this one, because this is the original one that I would have got anyway. If I was going to pay $50 at top price for them, I would have only ever got this one. Because I'm not too keen on gold chrome, because that's easy to mark. Like I say, put a fingerprint on it, it's hard to rub off sometimes. But silver ones you don't usually have too much trouble with. And to be honest, I think they look better. It looks absolutely incredible, it really does. It's brilliant. I do like this one. I haven't transformed this one yet. But again, I've got to be careful with it and everything like that. I really wouldn't want to break this one. This one does look really good. Again, $20, you can't go wrong. But yeah, I don't know, I just like it. Right, let me transform these into robot mode. I'll be back in a moment. Probably for me, it'll be about 20 minutes by the time it's taking me to transform these carefully as I can. But for you, it'll be a few seconds. Bye for now. Right, so here we go. Transform them all into robot mode. It was a few little scary moments, I can tell you that. Right, let me start again with the Golden Lagoon Starscream. This actually looks really good. I love the way it catches the light. He does have one or two loose joints, probably just on the ball joints, but then again, that usually happens on figures like this. You can't really bend them at the elbows, it really is that tight on them, and I don't want to stress the parts too much. But other than that, as you can see, like I said, you've got that broken bit up there, but there we go. He looks pretty cool though. Just be careful when you're transforming these, mainly because I can't even get the wheels out, I won't even bother trying. Yeah, if there's a part that looks like it doesn't really want to go, try not to move it if you can, or look for another part to try bending it on, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, if you was bending the arm at this point up here, don't grab it all the way down here, try and grab it up there as close as you can to the joint and see where it's bending, if it's actually bending the plastic or actually is turning the joint, because you need to be that bloody careful with it. The same goes for this guy over here. This is the what was it, like the Black Death one. There's a few parts they actually didn't bother chroming. I've just noticed they didn't bother chroming the upper leg parts there, and a few other little bits, but they didn't matter. But it was just mainly them. I'm surprised about that. But that was probably them cheaping out. Hey, there we go, they've all fallen over. But other than that, he still looks pretty cool. Like I say, he's a very metallic black chrome. Not too bad, actually. I would never have paid full price for this, no way. And I don't know what's happened there, but I seem to have lost a tip off the bloody wing tip there. It happened on the silver one as well, but I managed to fix that. But I'll have to try to see if I can find it. I didn't even notice it had bloody gone missing. So there we go. I have to watch the start of the video and see if it's actually there, and see if it fell off while I was transforming it. But anyway, but that's the Black Death Starscream. Let me just stand this fellow up again, if he'll stand up. Oh, there we go, looks alright. And then we come to my favourite one. This is the just the normal silver chrome. I like the head there. As you can see, he's got a nice little silver head with red eyes. Got the cockpit. He looks really good. And these guys will look great on your shelf or whatever, wherever you display them. Like I say, again, just if there's a joint, there's one of these joints I wouldn't even budge. I think it's to move the arm outward to give it a more outward pose like that. But this one, it didn't look like it looked like it was going to actually snap the plastic and not move at the joint, so I just gave up trying to move that arm. But then again, like I say, it's a knockoff. Probably if these were original, authentic Takara or Hasbro ones, well, they're all chrome, you would have no problems. But they're knockoffs, so you should know what you're letting yourself in for. I always do, and even if I was to ever sell anything like this in the future, I'll be a knockoff. I always tell people, because I just don't think it's right, to be honest, and I don't agree with knockoffs at all. The only ones I like these ones, because these has never ever got an official release or anything like that. Always different colours or oversized. They're the ones I always usually stick with. It's only very rarely I'll buy them. But there we go. I'm not condoning it though, but there we go. Right, anyway, so this has been Graham the Collect 75, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.